One of the things that always surprised me about God is how you can have a spiritual encounter at a moment when you actually are behaving like a heathen or feel like a heathen. I was attending a conference in Tulsa at ORU with a friend of mine, and we were supposed to leave the very next morning to head back home. I wanted to do the right thing, with our hostess, so I thought, well, we need to say a prayer with her before we go to bed. But I'm thinking, I need to get in there and get to sleep before my friend does, because she'll start snoring and I won't get any sleep. So that's what's on my mind. And I very politely say to the hostess, let's have a word of prayer with you before we go to bed. We start to pray, and the power of God hits me. I end up on the floor, and I'm laying on the floor. I'm not aware of anything except what I'm seeing in the spirit realm, and I'm being caught up in the heavenlies, and I'm flying over the United States, and I'm seeing the lights of cities. And at the time, I could have told you what cities it was. And then I was standing on a hillside next to Jesus, and there was this massive army out before us, and I saw the hand of God move over 2 places. And he said, that's your place and your husband's place in my army. And then right behind us, he moved over 5 places, and he said, that's your children's place in my army. Well, the vision ceased. I'm back thinking in the natural, and I'm thinking, I need to explain this to my friend. She's never seen anything like this. So when I get up off the floor, I start explaining to her what was happening. And the hostess, she starts saying, praise God, that's awesome. She said, when you went down on the floor, I thought, well, I'm going to kneel down and pray for her. And the Lord said, no, this is between me and her. And then I saw hundreds and hundreds of American flags. And I asked God, well, what is that I'm seeing? And he said, it's cities that I'm giving her. And at that time, I wasn't even in the ministry. And yet God had already ordained the fact that I would be in full-time ministry, that I would travel the United States and even the world sharing the gospel. But I had a heathen attitude when it happened. I had a bad attitude, and yet God visited me. He's awesome.